we want to be able to see what is going to change demand. So there's several things that can change demand, and we're going to explore each one of them individually. So the first one is going to be prices of related goods. We can break that down into two different types of goods. A substitute is a good that can be used in place of another good. Some examples could be Coke and Pepsi or Duracell and Energizer. If I don't get the Coke, I can get the Pepsi. If I don't get the Duracell, I can get the Energizer. And the way these are related, if the price of Coke goes up, the law of demand says we're going to buy less Coke. So if we get less Coke, then we want the Pepsi. So the demand for the Pepsi will increase. We could say it the other way, if the price of Coke decreases, that means we're going to buy more Coke because the price goes down. So we're going to not need Pepsi. So the demand for Pepsi will decrease. So the other type of related good we have is a complement. A complement is a good that's used in conjunction with the other good. We want to use them together. So examples could be hot dogs and hot dog buns, because really, why would you have a hot dog bun if you didn't have a hot dog? And cereal and milk or gas and cars. When I went to college, this is how old I am, it was camera and film. So if the price of hot dogs increases, the law of demand says we're going to buy less hot dogs. So if we buy less hot dogs, we don't really need the hot dog buns. So the hot dog bun demand will decrease. Or we could say it the other way, if the price of hot dogs decreases, it means we're going to buy more hot dogs. The demand for hot dog buns would then increase. So the second factor of demand is going to be expected future prices. So if we expect something to go up in the future, we're going to want to buy it now before the price increases. So the demand curve is going to increase or shift to the right. So if, for example, we know tomorrow the sale on milk at the grocery store is going to go away, we're going to go buy it today. So if we expect the price to go up, we're going to increase our demand today. The next one is going to be income, and we're going to break that down into two different types of goods as well. So for the most part, when income increases, we're going to buy more of most goods, but that's not the case for all goods. So the first type we're going to look at is a normal good. A normal good is one when our income goes up, we're going to buy more of that good. So an example of that might be steak or air travel or organic food. So when I get a raise, I might go on a trip. So I'm going to take an air travel for that. Okay, so if my income goes up, I'm going to buy more of that. It's not what I normally buy. That's not what a normal good means. It's just a relationship to our demand and our income. The other type of good would be an inferior good, and that's a good for which demand decreases as income increases. So if I get a raise, I'm like, ooh, I don't really want to buy that anymore. So examples of that might be fast food or riding on a bus or store brand food. So when my income goes up, I buy less. If my income goes down, I buy more. Okay, our next one is expected future income. And that if I expect my income to increase in the future, I'm probably going to start buying more stuff now. And this works the other way is if we expect income to decrease, we're going to not buy as much stuff now. And then the next one is population. The more people, we're going to have greater demand. In our area, in the wintertime, we have a lot more people here, so the demand for things in our area is much greater. And then the last one is going to be preferences. People that have different preferences are going to demand different things. So I really like blueberries, so my demand for blueberries is high, but I don't like seafood, so my demand for seafood is well, zero. So this is what a demand curve looks like. So if we have an increase in the price goes up, we're going to see a decrease in quantity demanded. If we see price go down, we're going to see an increase in quantity demanded. So changes in price, we have a movement along the curve. Now, if we see a change in one of those factors that we just discussed, population, preferences, income, etc., if we have an increase in demand, demand is going to shift to the right. We have a decrease in demand, it shifts to the left.